Good evening, friends and fiends, and welcome to a brand new series on the Wobble Rocket channel. Tonight, we are going to be playing Final Fantasy VI T Edition. For those of you that watched my Final Fantasy IV Ultima stream, this is going to be very, very similar. Final Fantasy VI T Edition is a ROM hack of the Super NES version of Final Fantasy VI, which is one of my favorite games. It is one of the best RPGs ever made for the Super Nintendo. Honestly, I think it almost kind of rivals a lot of the RPGs made on other systems. So this ROM hack keeps the main storyline intact. It spends a lot of time on adding new items, new enemies, new bosses. I think it's got some new mechanics. Like it sort of changes up the way things worked from the original game. I have heard that particularly later in the game, the balancing is a little off, so we'll have to see how that goes. It has a lot of fan content added in from other games, so it's got a lot of references to other games. It's got some references to other Final Fantasy games. Really looking forward to it. I see that there are a bunch of folks in chat already. I'm going to go ahead and get our intro going here. Let's see. Trial Fan says, we'll be watching for the Chimera. Oh, Lodame is doing a Chimera next. Cool. Lodame's in the chat, one of my Ko-fi members. Heathen, another Ko-fi member. I see Trial Fan and Dancer and Kayla. Hello, hello. I'm glad that you guys are joining us on this Thursday evening as we get started. Lydia says, I am Tara. Yes. So if you see on the left side of the screen, there is a chip reward that we are adding in. If you would like to have a character of the game named after yourself, there are I think 14 playable characters. I don't actually know if this ROM hack adds new playable characters or not. But the base game has like 13 or 14. If you pay a tip of $3 or more, you can choose a character that you would like to be named after yourself, or pick whatever name you want. Of course, no strange, nothing that's vulgar, nothing that's going to be problematic. I'm gonna veto any of those. But Tara and Locke have already been spoken for. Dramatic Chipmunk, who I don't think is in the chat yet, but hopefully will show up, has already claimed Locke, and I promised Lydia that I would name Tara after her. But all the other characters are open. Tara has 2 R's. Lydia hasn't watched this game either, I don't think. Final Fantasy VI T Edition, English translation A. Note, this Japanese ROM hack is quite old. Some music might play incorrectly on modern emulators or on hardware. As far as I know, the setup that I've got should fix all that. Fix these audio issues, please consult the included README file. Kupo, now back to the game. Wedge, there's the city. Hard to believe an Esper's been found frozen there 1,000 years after the War of the Magi. Probably just another wild goose chase. I don't know. They wouldn't have let us use her unless they were confident the information was good. Hi, Dee. Yes, our witch. I heard she fried 50 of our Magitech armored soldiers in 3 minutes. Kinda makes your skin crawl, doesn't it? Relax. With that thing on her head, she's a mindless puppet. This girl won't even breathe unless we tell her to. We'll approach from the east. Move out. Kayla says, I just made some butter chicken and some rice, and now I'm chilling playing Lost Ark until I get hungry. That sounds good. I just kind of snacked before stream. I'll figure out dinner afterwards. D, I enjoyed your Lies of P stream the other night. That was fun. Girl takes point, and don't waste time on the riffraff. Remember what we're here for. Let's move. All right, let's check out the... I don't see anything different as far as menu options. All that seems pretty normal. Girl dagger, buckler, leather hat, leather hat. Have a cure spell and a fire spell. No items. Relics. One of the things that was wrong in the original version of the game, there was a bug that evasion didn't actually work. And so I know that that has been fixed. In this Romhack. Imperial Magitech armor? Not even Narshe is safe anymore. Let's use Bioblaster. Oh, cool. So they gave everyone tech missiles. The Empire's got no business here. In the original version of the game, only the girl with the green hair has Bioblaster and the tech missiles. So in this version, they have upgraded the two buddies that she has with her. And they have it as well. Trial Fan says, Wobble, is tomorrow Jaws night? Yes, tomorrow is the 50th anniversary of the Jaws movie franchise. And we are going to be doing a special 50th anniversary stream. We will be streaming Shark Jaws, which was a game that came out, it was an unofficial, unlicensed game that came out as an arcade box. Somebody has done a port for it for the Atari 2600, so we're going to play that. We're going to play the Jaws game for the NES, and we're going to play Jaws Unleashed for the PS2. And I have a collection of shark trivia questions written by our own Lydia. And I've got some shark jokes and a bunch of other stuff going on. So lots of surprises for tomorrow's stream. So you will not want to miss that one. That starts at 7 p.m. Eastern tomorrow night. Shark. Lots of shark emojis. I expect to see lots of shark emojis tomorrow, too. Lydia was Googling all kinds of different types of sharks today. I went over and hung out with Britflix and Lydia and Lydia's little siblings for a while today. Defend the mines! Kayla says the only Jaws trivia I have is that part of Jaws was filmed in Destin, Florida. I didn't know that. That's cool. Destin, Florida is just somewhat down the road. According to our source, they unearthed the frozen Esper in a new mine shaft they were digging. This must be it. Heal everybody up, and we'll defeat the rats. Kayla says, yeah, that's my home. My dad used to tell me every time we watched the movie, he would point out the dock. That's cool. I did not know that it was filmed in Destin. Oh, they heal from the Bioblaster. That's new. Yeah, I assume that this game will do some new changes to like enemy resistances and things like that. The answer says they had to find people that had no tan. Yeah, I guess that makes sense because they're supposed to be tourists, right? All the extras. I'll handle this. Stand back. Lydia says, I would have been perfect. I'm pale as a ghost. We're not handing over the Esper. Ymir, get them. First boss fight. Hold it. This thing's they must have trained it to guard the mines. What are you talking about? You know what this thing is? Ever heard of a thunderwhelk? It's a monster that absorbs lightning and stores the energy in its shell. Right. So whatever you do not attack the shell. Got it. Only hit the head. He heals himself. That's fun. Heal himself every time you hit him with a missile. I guess so. Not that it heals a whole lot. Oop. He done killed the girl already. Rock! I wonder if Heal Force revives. Guess we'll find out. I don't think I have any Phoenix Downs yet. Does not revive, so she is just down for the count for this fight. He definitely does more damage than he used to. Hit him with a couple more missiles when he comes back out, though. I always love the music in this game. Got one of the greatest soundtracks on the Super NES. I feel like I say that about every game, but a lot of the Super NES games had great music. There we go. Wasn't too hard. They added a couple of new things to that boss fight, not a whole lot. I don't remember him using the Volt thing on everybody unless you hit the shell last time. It's hard to believe that today is already Thursday. This week has blown by really fast. So, this is the Frozen Esper? This thing's giving me the creeps. Something's not right. Frozen creature begins emitting an eerie light. Where's that light coming from? Whoa! Oh no. What was that? Wedge? Wedge, where are you? Hey, what's going on? Thus, Biggs and Wedge bite the dust. Biggs and Wedge are a reference to Star Wars, if you aren't aware. They were two of Luke Skywalker's wingmen in the Death Star fight. Where am I? I'm I, and I just removed the crown. My head hurts. Easy there. This is a slave crown. The others were using it to control you. It was robbing you of your thoughts, making it so you do whatever they told you. I can't remember a thing. Don't worry, it'll all come back to you. In time, that is. A mysterious young woman born with the gift of magic and enslaved by the Gestalian Empire. Alright, so we are going to rename this character to Lydia. My name is Lydia. Impressive. I've never heard of anyone recovering so fast. You must be made of tougher stuff than most. Open up! We're here for the Magitech armor pilot. Open this door right now and hand over that girl. She's an agent of the Empire. Empire? Magitech armor? There's no time to explain. You need to get out of here. These fools aren't going to listen to reason. This way, quickly. If I remember correctly, there used to be an item here. Let's see. Oh, an elixir. Open this door right now and hand over the girl. Okay, so we do have sprint capabilities. Make your way out of the town through the mines. I'll try to buy you some time. Up there. That's new music, I think. I'm pretty sure that's new music. I don't remember that melody. A steel bat. That's a new enemy as well. That enemy is not normally in this area. One of the cool things that they added in this game is that there are several ways to evade or block attacks. You have the typical miss, where the enemy's accuracy just doesn't work. But if you have a shield equipped, there's also a chance for your character to block the attack, which is always helpful. Got a tip from AV64 Dancer. Dancer would like to be named after, would like Shadow to be named after themselves, right? Thank you so much for the donation, Dancer. So you guys might notice that there is a new donation goal at the top of the screen. We have been saving up for a Stream Deck XL. And today I happen to be looking at Amazon, and the Stream Deck XL was on sale for $50 off, which is really great. They very rarely go on sale. And between viewer donations from you guys, thank you so much, and from some money that I had raised through editing, I was able to purchase that device early. So it should be in the next day or two. And it's going to be a great way to kind of step up my streaming game. So thank you so much to everyone who has donated to that. That has been a group process from all of you, and I'm really excited about it. So I am doing a birthday bash special stream coming up on July 12th, and I want to do some giveaways to kind of give back to the community. So any donations that come in between now and July 12th will go towards funding various giveaway items for that stream. We'll give away some Steam gift cards. I've got some really cool items coming in from Stonehomie and Stonehome Games, who are the creators of the Dramaria campaign setting. I've got a couple of vintage tabletop role-playing game magazines that I might give away, and a bunch of other cool stuff. So. The guards found her. Oh no. My sweet little magic user. With this slave crown, you'll be all mine. It's a cutscene. Kayla says July 12th is my mom's birthday. Good, good. Burn them all to a crisp. Soldiers of the Empire, we stand at the dawn of a new age. The lost power of magic has returned to us. We are the chosen ones. The time has come for us to claim our rightful dominion over the world. Nothing shall stand in our way. Hurrah! Long live Emperor Gristal! In case you didn't know, the Empire was the bad guys. Ethan says, rename Sabine Claptrap. We can do it. I am down for that. Thank you for the tip, Heathen. Oh, what'd they do to Locke's sprite? Took you long enough. Busy with all the robbing and plundering, I presume. A treasure hunter and trail-worn traveler, searching the world over for relics of the past. Alright, so Locke is going to be named after Chipmunk. He already claimed that one, and I'll make him pay up later. Oh, we don't have enough letters to do Chipmunk. Okay, so we'll do Chipmunk, like that. I prefer the term treasure hunting. Ah, semantic nonsense. There's a huge difference. That's cool. They changed the sprite for Locke, and they added the bandana that he's supposed to wear. Anyway, is there something you need me to do? There is indeed. I met the girl. You don't mean? City Guard is pursuing her as we speak. The city has the strength to stand up to the Empire, but it won't use it. People are just too stubbornly independent to join an underground resistance group like the Returners. I tried to explain that the Emperor was controlling the girl, but they wouldn't even listen. I don't know where Chip is. Alright, so you want me to get her out of Narshe? That would be the idea. Make your way to Figaro for the time being. Somebody might need to tag Chip. I think he was planning on watching, but with it being a Thursday stream, I think a lot of people have forgotten that I started this stream today. Either that or something might have come up. He might be busy with life. Now we've got her. Hi, Mustang. How are you doing tonight? Wonderful. There's a whole bunch of them. Kupo. It's the Moogles. I love the Moogles. Moogles, are you saying you want to help? Carl Fence, is he in Discord? Yes, he is in the Discord. It's a dramatic chipmunk. Use us to protect Lydia from the guards. Would you like an explanation? No, I'm not going to do the explanation because I know how to do it. So the way this works is you have 3 different parties that you can swap between. This is the one with Mog in it, yeah. What Mog's got? Mithril, Spear and shield. Mustang says, hey, good. I thought the name was a pun for the class. Not sure. Hello. Good evening, everyone. How are you doing tonight? I am doing fantastic. We are kicking off a brand new stream on the Wobble Rocket channel. And I'm super excited for it because Final Fantasy VI is one of my absolute favorite games. Mog mastered a new dance. Megalodoth. Requiem. Not sure says I put more hours than I could ever count into this absolute gem of a game. Yes. So for those that are just coming in, we do have a tip reward tonight. If you would like a character to be named after yourself or to a name that of your choosing, if you tip $3 or more, I will name that character after you. A couple of them have already been spoken for. Sabin and Shadow have already been claimed, as have Terra and Locke. But the rest of the characters in the game are up for grabs. And then later in the game, we'll unlock the rename cards, and then I'll get devious, and maybe you guys could start stealing names from each other. All the tips and donations that I get tonight are going towards giveaway items for my birthday bash stream on July 12th. Ralphan says, I tagged DC. Okay, cool. He might have just gotten busy with work or something like that. You never know. Not sure says there are only a couple of games from Super NES games I would call perfect. Subjectively, this game, Zelda: A Link to the Past, and Secret of Mana. Lots of honorable mentions. I can agree with those. That is a pretty good selection. I think I would have to put Final Fantasy IV on that list just because I really enjoy it. But I do agree that some of the other ones should probably be on there as well. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. Pick out this guy with this group. Trialfan says, he says to give regards to everyone. He must be busy tonight. Oh, I hate that. I know that he was looking forward to this one, but maybe he'll catch the replay and be able to catch up with us on some of the other ones. These guys do a lot of damage with the ice attack they just do, the blizzard. That's pretty high on the range there. All right, so that should be all of the bad guys. Now we just have the boss to do. I am going to swap back to Mog and unequip his gear because the mithril spear and the mithril shield are better than most of the stuff that we can get at this point. Yeah, if we equip that mithril shield on Chipmunk, it will massively increase his defense. Lydia says some people are probably busy with Juneteenth. That's true too. Kayla says, my birthday is on the 26th of June and suggests that Chrono Trigger is one of those perfect games. And I would agree with that too. Chrono Trigger is fantastic. Stole a mithril knife. Nice. That's an upgrade over the dagger that Chipmunk is using. I don't know if we can equip it. Thing. Can we? Ooh, we can. Cool. Do some healing. Fight. Oh yeah, I forgot this guy revives his buddies. Trial fan said, Wobble fan, see the previous message about DC. Okay, I will in just a second. Said there was a storm and it took down trees at his house. Oh man, I hate that. Ooh, that's gonna get tight. No! Chipmunk has fallen. But we do have a Phoenix down, so we can revive him. Come on, little Moogle guys. I need you to step it up. Yeah, enemies definitely are faster and do more damage. Phoenix down on Chipmunk, and let's go ahead and prepare a potion. Do that for this guy. Dramatic Chipmunk, hello! Can't stay due to lack of power, but I wanted to stop in and say hi. I hate that you guys are dealing with all that. I hope that you don't have too much damage. And there goes Chipmunk again. All right, we need to just go all out offense on these guys because I don't have any more. I don't have any more Phoenix downs. Oh, this is gonna be tight. Chipmunk says, I'm doing all right and my property's okay for now, just not gonna get back power for a while. Okay, I'm glad to hear that you didn't have any damage, but hopefully they'll get your power issues sorted out. We had some storms come through here earlier and I was not sure if I was gonna be able to stream, but thankfully they moved kind of to the south of me. Chipmunk says, oh no, I'm not doing so great in the game either. Thanks, Moogles, we're in your debt. This switch oughta... Secret passage. Hey, you back with us now? I like how Chipmunk turns Canadian there for a second. You saved me. Save your thanks for the Moogles. I have no memory of that or anything else from my past. You lost your memory? The man said it would come back eventually. So you've got amnesia. Don't worry, I won't leave your side until your memory returns. I'm not gonna up and abandon someone just because they lost their memory. I'll keep you safe, I promise. Usher said I was just itching in my ear and my knuckle cracked, and it was the loudest thing ever. Chipmunk says, all right, I need to conserve my phone battery. I'll catch you later. All right, Chipmunk, you guys stay safe, okay? This is a school for the beginning adventurer. Despite all of our recent advances in technology, the outside world remains full of monsters we know little about. Here we provide advice to travelers brave enough to face its many dangers. This is water from a recovery spring. It will restore your HP and MP. Such springs are located all throughout the world, so always be on the lookout. This is a school for the beginning adventure, blah, blah, blah. It's the same thing he already said. Save point. Valuables are sometimes hidden in pots, such as this one. Ether. Nice. Have you heard about relics? Relics can grant you a variety of abilities. For example, the Black Belt allows you to counterattack in battle. The True Knight makes you shield others in combat. Dragoon Boots allow you to perform jump attacks. The Gauntlet lets you hold a weapon with both hands to increase damage. Equip relics in the main menu to gain their abilities. A person can equip up to 2 relics at the same time. I'm not going to read all these. I was just actually trying to see if they changed anything. Potions may taste funny, but they also heal injury. If you're hurt, drink one to restore some HP. Staying at an inn will completely heal your whole party. Monster in a box! If you set the battle mode to wait in the config mode menu, you can take all the time you want to select spells or items in battle without having to worry about being attacked. If it's anything like Final Fantasy IV Ultima, we may have to do that later on once we get to some of the special bosses. Most of this info is the same from the base game, from what I can tell. Turn meters are located in the lower right-hand corner of the battle screen. Drew, hello. Yep, it is a brand new Final Fantasy stream. We are doing Final Fantasy VI T Edition. Lydia says, yesterday I was moving my neck around and it cracked so bad I thought God could hear it. I woke up super crackly this morning too. And then I sneezed and my back popped and I felt like I was dying. Potion. In that one. All right, we might miss something, but we're not going to talk to all these guys. This room looks new. I don't remember this room being here. Secret room. Ahead is the achievement room. Here you can see what you've accomplished on the adventure in various ways. Achievement goals part 1. Obtain Maduin's horn and the silk dress. Successfully perform steal many times. Defeat Cian's nightmare and learn all 8 Bushido techniques. Perform many teamwork attacks with Interceptor. Liberate South Figaro from the Empire. Learn the ultimate martial arts technique. Successfully perform Runic many times. Learn all 24 blue magic spells. Successfully perform Sketch many times. Use the slot command many times. Learn all 8 dances, learn all 255 rages, use the Mimic command many times, use the Ice Storm. Cool. Door is sealed shut. Head is the collection room. For details, please consult the experts inside. This is the collection room. You can decorate this area by obtaining various important items during your quest. Would you like to hear how the collection room works? Yes. Left-hand room will be decorated with important items you find during your adventure. The right-hand room will be decorated with other treasures of interest, such as legendary weapons or auction winnings. So what's the middle room for, you ask? It's an art gallery that you can fill up by making progress in the bonus EX patch. Yeah, so after we finish this Romhack, there is an additional patch for it that that adds even more content. So this may be a pretty long stream series. Pendant belonged to Terra, an amnesic young woman with magical powers. Originally, Terra's father, Maduin, gave this pendant to her mother, Madeline. Madeline later gave it to Terra as a gift. That's a little bit of a spoiler that they haven't really, we haven't really gotten to that point in the storyline. You're not supposed to know anything about Maduin yet. I like the collection room, though. That's cool. You have an art gallery. What this says. There's a book here. It seems to have information about this room. What is this room? You can decorate this room with paintings from various Final Fantasy games. To unlock paintings, defeat an enemy in the Final Fantasy VI T Edition EX patch. Return to this room afterward to see relevant new art on the walls. What you see here is a blank canvas. It can display images you carry deep inside you, but it seems you currently lack any inner images to display here. Okay. A bunch of pedestals. All right, I think that is like everything. Lydia says, don't worry, Wobble. Like you said, I have the memory of a goldfish. I have the memory of a goldfish too. So, you know what? We are okay. All right. So we have checked out all of that cool stuff. Let's get out of here. So the next character that we are going to meet is Edgar, and Edgar has not been claimed yet. So if anyone wants to claim Edgar, it is the time. If you would like to have Edgar named after you, or to have Edgar named after a name of your choice, a tip of $3 or more will let you claim that. The Nut Eaters are new. Seen those before. Stone Homie says, how's the no Edward treating you? I am sad that Edward is not in this game, but actually we don't know if Edward's in this game or not, because this game's supposed to add a lot of content from other Final Fantasy games, so he might be in it for all I know. We do miss Edward, though. Edward was the MVP of Final Fantasy IV Ultima. He was the best character in the game. Stone Homie, how are you doing tonight? Lydia says that Rydia was the MVP of Final Fantasy IV. I don't know. Ouch. You guys do a lot more damage than I remember them doing. Stone Homie says, in my heart, I'm Edgar, but in reality, I'm more like Strago. This is not going well. We may need to run back to we may need to run quickly back to Narshe, heal back up. Kayla says the Nutkins are my favorite. They are pretty cool. Stone Homie says I'm doing good. Tomorrow we finish the last page of our book. Woohoo! I'm excited for that. When are you guys planning on releasing it? Lydia says Rydia was powerful. She was powerful. She is a very powerful character. Especially once you get the Odin summon in that game, because it is just super powerful. All right, we're gonna run back to Narshe and heal up since Terra is, since Lydia has kicked the bucket. Gotta stay alive, Lydia. Really? Gonna fight like right before the doorway? Lydia says, "Stone homie, to me, you're more like a carpfish." Carl Fan says, "Yay for the weekend. I may not do anything more exciting than read, but that's okay." There is a meetup of a local tabletop role-playing game group on Saturday afternoon, and I may end up going to that. I'm not sure yet. Licorice, hello. Stone Homie said it should be ready by the end of the month, I hope. Cool. Licorice, how are you doing today? Andragora. Those guys look familiar. What are they from? I know that sprite from somewhere. I have seen that one, and I can't remember where I saw it from. Are they from Final Fantasy V, maybe? I think we're gonna have to like fight these guys and level up a little bit before we make it all the way to Figaro, though. Because enemies are dealing a lot more damage in this Romhack than I'm used to. What's that? Licorice says, "How are you guys?" I am doing great. I am having a pretty good day. Lydia says it looks like Eve from WALL-E. It does kind of look like Eve from WALL-E, doesn't it? Enemy has no items. I did order my new Stream Deck, and it should be in tomorrow or Saturday. Drew Make says, "I'm enjoying..." Oh. Stone Homie says, "I'm gonna go watch a movie now. Have a good night and a fun stream. Don't forget to like and subscribe." Drew said something about enjoying watching Wobble beat up on Cauliflower, but then he took it down for some reason. Not sure says I really liked WALL-E. I did too. That is a cute movie. Was that one a Pixar? I don't remember if that was a Pixar movie or not. Licorice said, "I thought you would play it on Saturday." So yeah, I decided to do this stream on Thursday nights, simply because there are some local events that happen around here that I want to go to on Saturday nights, and I kind of didn't really want to get locked in I didn't want to get locked into streaming every week and then not be able to go to some of those things that I'd like to go to. I don't get a lot of with my epilepsy, I don't get a lot of socialization other than going to the coffee shop or occasionally to a doctor's appointment. So I wanted to keep my window open for some of those sort of things. Dancer says I have a Wally and Eva. Well, you said, did I spell Eve wrong? Is it spelled Ava? No, it's actually EVA. Not sure said it was sort of sad, but not sad like Up. Up's had some really rough stuff. Up is a very good movie too, though. It is emotionally rough. Not sure said I can hear Wally saying it in my head. Eva. Lee said, what do you mean? We hung out today. We did hang out today. Lydia has been hard at work getting all of her friends to subscribe to my channel. So I went by to visit her mom and her siblings and stuff. And so Lydia and I went out for lunch and got some ice cream and burgers today. She had ice cream, I didn't. T20's Grunt, hello. How's it going, man? Girl, I don't actually know what your gender is, so just apply whichever one is applicable. Not sure says I'm a trivia dork. We are gonna do shark trivia tomorrow on our Jaws stream. And Lydia wrote several of the questions for it. Although I have some trivia questions of my own that I'm going to ask tomorrow night during our Jaws stream. Not sure said see also 80s pop and every genre from the 90s. You guys make sure that you hit that like button for me because it really helps the channel. It helps promote the videos to other viewers. Likes are like the single biggest factor that that YouTube looks at for live streams as far as whether it recommends it to other viewers. All right, we've got a fair amount of potions. All right, T20 Grunt says, I'm a dude. Hello, dude. All right, to the castle of Figaro. Halt! Oh, it's you. Proceed. Go and speak to the king. All right, folks, last call. If you would like to claim the name for Edgar, now is your opportunity. King Ditcher says, likes are fuel for your rocket, right? Yes, they are. Charge up the rocket and hopefully unlike SpaceX's rocket, we won't explode on the test pad. Did you guys see that? That explosion was wild. You wouldn't know by looking at it, but this castle is loaded with advanced technology. For example, oops, it's all top secret. Let's see what is for sale in the shop. So one of the things that they did in the original version of Final Fantasy VI, there was this sort of weird thing where if you open certain treasure chests early in the game, you missed out on items that you could get later on because the items that were in the chest would change as the game progressed. My understanding is that this Romhack has taken that out and they no longer do that. Let's grab a Phoenix down because I think we're going to need a couple of them. We've got plenty of potions. We'll grab a high potion. let's see what we have on the other. Trial fan said, what song was Travis Trent D'Arby most popular for? It was a pop song, apparently. Potion and an antidote. This guy sells crossbow, noise blaster, and bio blaster. See, I don't know if they've added any of those yet. I'm not going to buy anything. I know that Edgar does come with a crossbow. Phoenix down. All right, last call. Does anyone want to claim the name for Edgar? Because if not, he's just going to have his normal name. $3 tip or higher, and you get to claim the name. You can name it after your username, or you can name it whatever you'd like, as long as it's nothing vulgar or weird. Go and speak to the king. Not sure, says, man, you squashed me on the first shot. I don't know who Travis Trent D'Arby is at all, so, and I was born in the 80s, so I don't think I can answer that one either. The song was called Wishing Well. He had a few more too. Purified white gold needle cures stone status ailment. Okay, so that's the item that we got earlier. All right, we're gonna talk to Edgar. You mean this young woman is... Who are you? Oh, my apologies. How rude of me to turn my back to a lady on our very first meeting. The young king of Figaro Castle, imperial ally and champion of the technological revolution. I'm gonna change the capitalization. I don't like the way that it capitalizes every character's name. I am Edgar, the king of Figaro. Surprised that someone like me knows a king? Well, I'll catch you two later. So, you're an Imperial soldier, right? Don't worry, Figaro and the Empire are allies. Feel free to rest here for as long as you'd like. It's not in my blood to harm a lady. Why are you being so kind to me? Is it because of my abilities? I'll give you 3 reasons. First of all, your beauty has captivated me. Second, I'm dying to know if I'm your type. I guess your abilities would rank a distant third. What's the matter? Guess my technique's getting a bit rusty. I suppose a normal girl would have felt something from those words, but not me. Feel free to wander about the castle. I heard the Gestalian Empire got its hands on something called magic. Now that Gestal has the power of Magitech at his command, he set his sights on world domination. Drew says, dinner time. Have a great stream, Wobble fan. Enjoy your dinner, Drew. Thanks for hanging out with us. You wouldn't know by looking at it, but this castle is loaded with advanced technology. For example, oops, it's top secret. Figaro has an alliance with the Empire. Our king showers his attention on women, young, old, pretty, or plain. No one's safe. Not too long ago, the king tried to hit on the high priestess. Oh, did she ever let him have it? I'm sure he's made a pass or two at you already, hasn't he? Yeah, in the Super Nintendo version of Final Fantasy VI, Edward is very lecherous. I think they kind of tone it down in some of the remakes. But in the Super Nintendo version, he is a little bit. Let's see if they kept this quote intact. His Highness said he'd marry me when I got old enough. The Estalian Empire has already overthrown all 3 of the other nations on the southern continent. It's only a matter of time before they make their way up here. Alright, Heathen, what name did you want for Sabine? Edgar has a twin brother, you know. He was such a nice boy, always thinking of his family. Edgar, what's wrong with Dad? Why is everyone talking about a successor? Are you blind? Haven't you seen how thin his face has become? What do you mean? Edgar? Are you crying? Edgar's twin brother who traded the throne for his own freedom. Alright, so we are naming him Claptrap. We do, Yep. Should probably do this right. Clap. Good enough letters? Oh, we can do Claptrap. Okay, cool. Alright, Claptrap. Which is a reference to the Borderlands game, if you're not aware. Ah, yes, Claptrap. I'm sure he's a fine young man by now. He was just a boy when he left, even smaller than his brother. I often wonder where he is now and what he's doing. Edgar is simply unbelievable. First the nurse, now me. The man hits on anything that moves. Let me catch up on chat real quick. Not sure says, I don't remember the song. I'm listening to it now in the background. I like it. Trial Fan said he was probably overshadowed by the Milli Vanilli scandal. Brittany says, if I wanted to listen to Wobble read paragraphs of dialogue, I had commissioned an audiobook. You know what? I am... Just for you, Brittany. Scholars all over the world are studying magic, but you can only learn so much about something without seeing it. Ancients once wielded a force known as magic. Those who mastered the art were called magi. Brittany says, bye! The advanced weapons and other items we manufacture here are shipped to South Figaro. King's brother was so disgusted by the secession that he fled the castle, never looking back. I've heard tell that the entire matter was settled by the flip of a coin. Well, how do you like my castle? King Edgar, there's someone from the Empire here to see you, sire. Kefka, no doubt. Phooey! Emperor Gestal's stupid orders. Edgar, you pinhead! Why do you have to live out in the middle of a stinking desert? These recon jobs are the pits. Ahem! There's sand on my boots. All gone, sir! How pathetic. Sir Kefka, what in the world brings you? Out of my way! You wouldn't be thinking of invading my kingdom next, would you? We have an alliance. An alliance? With this miserable little sandpit? Don't make me laugh. I hear you've been busy down south, taking over a country or three. Just what is the Empire up to? That's none of your concern. What brings Emperor Gestal's own court mage, Kefka, to my humble castle? A girl of no importance recently escaped from us. We heard she found refuge here. This wouldn't have to do with that witch everyone's been whispering about, would it? Lies! She merely stole something of minor value. Is she here? That's a tough one. There are more girls in here than grains of sand in the desert. Man couldn't possibly keep track of them all. Oh, Edgar. You know you only stand to lose by trying to hide her from us. I truly hope nothing happens to your precious Figaro. I didn't like the sound of that. So, where did Lydia go anyway? Take her to her room. I'd love to stay and chat, but the Chancellor and I need to do some planning now. Being a king's not all tea and crumpets. If you'll excuse me. Follow me. Sorry, I didn't mean to drag you around like this without giving you a chance to rest. I'm Chipmunk, right? Edgar told me about you. Is it true that you're a thief? I'm a treasure hunter. On the surface, Edgar pretends to support the Empire. Truth is, he's collaborating with an underground resistance group called the Returners. I serve as their go-between. The old man you met in Narshe is one of us too. The Empire? But I'm an Imperial soldier. Not anymore. They were using you, that's all. Things are different now. It's just, I don't know what I should do. Whenever I try to think, it just makes my head hurt even worse. All that matters is that you make your own decisions from now on. You don't have to think too hard right now. You'll know what you want to do when the time comes. How will I know which choice is right? What in the... Oh no, the castle's on fire. What's going on? It's the Empire. Kefka, he... What do you think you're doing? The castle's on fire! Fire, fire! Ha 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 ha! Bring me the girl, now! I have no idea what you're talking about. Oh, then enjoy the barbecue! Ha ha ha! Get her ready. Yes, sire. Had a change of heart. It seems I have no choice. Or perhaps I do. Chocobos! Oh my! The brave and noble king abandons his people to save his own skin. How utterly delightful! Jump! All right, sink her into the sand! Yahoo! I remember when I was like 9 years old playing this game and this scene happened, it was the coolest thing. I was like, oh my gosh. Witness the glory of Figaro. Whole freaking castle sinks into the desert. Loved it. It was amazing. Go! Kill them! It's a boss fight. Ouch. That's not fun. Chris says, what? The castle's underground now? Yes, the castle is underground now. What's the matter, Edgar? What made you jump like that all of a sudden? Did you just see that? You did, right? Right? Yeah, this kid's really something, huh? Really something? That was magic! Magic! Magic? She used magic? Whisper, 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 whisper. Lydia? Your name was Lydia, right? What exactly was that just now? I'm sorry, No, we should be apologizing. I didn't mean to make such a big deal out of it. I like how the bad guys are just standing there, chilling. Nor did I. It just surprised me. I mean, I've never actually seen magic before. Where did you... Doesn't matter, does it, Edgar? Lydia can use magic and we can't. That's all there is to it. The fact is, her magic could really help us right now. Thank you, Chipmunk. Thank you, Edgar. Oops, that didn't work. Lydia, you're famous now, and you're also unconscious. Alright, we got one of them taken. Really? And you're unconscious again! Oops. Hello, crossbow. There we go. Bravo, Figaro! Son of a sandworm, you'll pay for this. Oh, they changed the quote. In the original Super NES translation, he says son of a submariner. Son of a sandworm is pretty cool, though. I like that. That was great. Were those bad people? I'm scared. Lydia, there's someone we'd like you to meet. Like I told you before, we're members of the Returners. Would you be willing to meet our leader? Magic is going to be the key to winning this war. Magic? That Esper reacted to your magical powers. There's got to be a connection. I don't know any more than you do. These powers just come naturally to me. But no human is born with the powers you have. Not sure says no XP for that fight. Lame. Yeah. Mustang says collecting concussions. Lydia concussion counter too. Lydia says, it's beauty sleep. It comes naturally to trial, not me. Forgive me. What should I do? The Empire will be coming after us. They want your powers for their own. And if they get them, the world is done for. Lydia, you want to understand your own powers, don't you? Then I think you should meet with Bannon. He may be able to help you find out more about why you have them. Please, Edgar's right. There's a cave just south of here that leads to South Figaro. Let's head in that direction. And we have a Chocobo. I actually kind of hate the Mode 7 stuff because it's not too bad on the Chocobos, but it does kind of screw with me a little bit when we get to the airship. King Edgar, where are you headed, sire? Through the cave and eastward to South Figaro. We'll then make for the returner headquarters in the north. Return to the castle and pass the word along. Understood, sire. Take care. I would like to know how this guard is supposed to get to the castle, since it is, like, underground right now. Trailfan says, I mean, it's fair. Lydia counts Wobble's deaths. Very true. Recovery spring. All right, we're going to come right back out of here. And we're going to save our game. Also, we should be able to equip... Oh, he already has one. Okay. Well, I don't know why we grabbed that then. Normally, I don't think Edgar has a Mithril Spear. The one that you get off of Mog is an upgrade for him. It's an Urak. The auto crossbow is super helpful because, I mean, it hits everybody. And it does really good damage. Not sure says this is usually a grinding spot for me because of the free healing. Yeah, it's a pretty good place to gain some levels early on. It's my lucky day in Ether. There's a lot of enemies. There's 5 of them here. Let's use fire on everybody. Auto crossbow should help take care of most of them. Boom! Got them all. Back attack. Not sure says, is this one of the caves where the treasures are better in the World of Ruin? Normally, yes. In the base game, it is. My understanding is that in this Romhack, they have removed that so that you have a reason to go ahead and grab them. They don't change as far as I know. One of the things that I believe that this Romhack does is it kind of takes out the need to rush through the game so much. As far as I know, it also takes out the stat bonuses for equipping espers and changes them to a different system. Lydia says counting Wobble's deaths gives me wrinkles already. Well, just you wait, because we are going to play Star Tropics again in a couple weeks. D says, gotta head out to walk my dog now. Night night. Thanks for hanging out with us, D. Good seeing you. Mustang says, pet the doggo for chat. Yes. Please pet Timmy for us. Narshe says, more Skull Turkey time coming soon. Got a Phoenix down. Always useful. First time that I played this game, I was like, I would never use magic spells because I didn't want to spend the MP on them. It took me a really long time to break myself of that. Because like you have enough MP usually to get to the next section. Mustang says, I do love Star Tropics, but it's definitely of its time. Lots of cheap deaths and cryptic puzzles. That game is dastardly. It is vicious. There are so many dirty tricks in that game. It's such a weird game though, because like it's not an unfair game in a lot of ways. Like once you learn the patterns, you can progress through Star Tropics really easily. But while you're learning the patterns, there are so many dirty tricks that you have to deal with. Training Lodge. What's that smell? These flowers, he always liked these. These dishes, they're just like the ones he always used. This tea, it was his favorite. Not sure you were talking about the cave being your grinding spot. This was always my grinding spot because you can get free healing at the bed here. Could Claptrap be living here? Hey, you happen to know where I could find the man who lives here? Sure do. Left a couple of days ago, soon as he heard Master Duncan had been killed. Headed up into the mountains. They say Duncan's son Vargas is missing too. I don't like it one bit. All right, guys, I'm going to take a quick coffee break. I'm going to get some coffee. You guys do me a favor. Oops, that's not the button I meant to hit. You guys do me a favor. If you think that someone else would enjoy this stream, if you know somebody who is a big fan of Final Fantasy games from the Super NES era, or is a fan of ROM hacks, send them a link to the stream. I would love to have some more viewers tonight. I'm going to grab some more coffee. You guys, if you need to grab a snack or drink or take a smoke break, anything you need to do. And we will be back in just a few minutes. All right, we are back. Got my coffee in our Kokobo Farm coffee cup. I figure I mostly use the other Final Fantasy cup for my Final Fantasy IV Ultima stream, so I will mostly use this one for this one. I don't actually have any Final Fantasy VI specific swag. I need to get some. I did pick up recently. I had shown one of these off on the Final Fantasy IV Ultima stream. I got a perler bead kit for, or not kit, but a build of Edward from Final Fantasy IV. This is the Black Mage from Final Fantasy I. And I really like it. I didn't go for the magnet on this one, so it was quite a bit cheaper. Edward is sitting on my fridge, but this one I think I'm just going to prop up on the shelf behind me. It's really neat. I like it. I like the way that this vendor does the perler beads because they make them backwards so that whenever they cook them, the forward-facing side is all smooth and doesn't look super pixelated like that. So they gave me a discount code for the last one that I purchased, so I had to get this. This one was cool. They do have some Final Fantasy VI ones, so maybe later in this stream series I'll pick up a character or two of those. Mustang says, I did try Sweet Home a few months ago and need to finish it, but if you're looking for an NES era RPG to play Wobble, it's pretty good. Might be hard to play blind though. I'm not familiar with that one. I don't think I've ever heard of Sweet Home. I'll have to look at it. Not Sure says, I used to play Might and Magic for NES, but that game can be unforgivingly hard and it's so easy to get lost and die. Yeah, Might and Magic is brutal. Mustang said, yeah, I had one of those for the PC back in the day. I can't remember which ones are which. Is that one an RTS? Those games can be really brutal, but it cheats if it's the one I'm thinking of. Might and Magic for the NES, if I remember, is like a first-person dungeon crawl, I think. They changed to like an RTS, like a strategy kind of game later on, but if I'm remembering correctly, it's a there were a lot that were like first-person dungeon crawlers, so I don't remember. I just remember that the NES one was terrible. Not terrible like bad, but terrible as far as unforgiving. Into the town of South Figaro. It's a potion. Welcome to South Figaro. Our shops carry weapons, armor, and relics of the utmost quality. Silver Specs, Star Pendant, and True Knight. Book about Knight's mottos, cover, protect at low HP. We want that one. Star Pendant, immune to poison. Silver Specs, immune to blind. We're gonna go ahead and equip one on each of everybody. Actually, I'm gonna put I need to remember that they fixed the evasion bugs, so blind actually bothers you in this one. Not Sure says yes, it is a first-person dungeon crawler. Okay, that's what I thought. Figaro Castle stood up to the Empire? Great, now we'll be drawn into this. I hear the Empire's been invading one town after another. I wonder how safe we are in South Figaro. That man at the counter's got a nasty look about him. You look just like that student of Duncan's. Duncan's been training his boy Vargas along with his other students. He's always grumbling about how the kid never seems to be making any progress. Right, ignore us. Maybe we'll just disappear. Back off, Chipmunk. That guy seems familiar. Yeah, that's him, all right. He comes and goes like the wind, swearing allegiance to no one. Behind his wintry gaze lies a face known to no one alive. All right, Dancer claimed this one. That's Dancer. He's an assassin. He'd kill his own best friend for the right price. Guess we'd better steer clear of him. They changed that quote too. In the Super NES version, it was he'd slit his mama's throat for a nickel, I think. Not sure says, it's really cool when your guys get strong, but until then it just beats you up over and over again. Mustang says, Sweet Home is based off of an old Toho horror movie. It's an RPG, but with survival mechanics and party members stay dead and it changes the ending. That sounds pretty cool. Resident Evil 1 started as a remake for Sweet Home that Shinji Mikami wanted to remake for the PS1, but they couldn't get the license for it, so it became Resident Evil. That's cool. I did not know about that. Sweet Home even has the door loading scenes for some parts of the mansion. I'll have to check that one out. That sounds really neat. Leave us. The dog eats strangers. Here are all the available jobs at the moment. Cave monster cleanup. The cave leading to Figaro has been teeming with monsters lately. It's becoming a big problem for us. You look plenty skilled. Could you get rid of the monsters for us? I'll reward you handsomely. That's cool. We have additional quests. Great. Be careful in there and good luck. Oh, okay. Like an extra scenario here. I like the music. I wonder what game that's from. It sounds kind of like Lufia, but it's not the Lufia music that I'm used to. I know this music though, I've heard it before. Fan says, when you say Figaro, it reminds me of Minnie Mouse's cat. Is Minnie Mouse's cat named Figaro? Oh, I guess it is, yeah. See, it always reminds me of a Bohemian Rhapsody from Queen. We got an earring, cool. That's nice. Lydia says, like and subscribe. Yes, and you should listen to her. I'm in a mission this year to try to hit 1,000 subscribers. And I don't actually know what my subscriber count is at the moment. I haven't looked at it in a while. It's in the 300s. I know that much. I don't think it's over 350 yet. Mustang says Growlancer is awesome too. I played 4, I think. It was on the PSP, and it reminded me a lot of Ogre Battle in the best ways. I didn't ever play Growlancer. I did play Ogre Battle. Trial Fan Lydia says, I have 347 subscribers at the moment. I think that's up from the last time that I looked at it. Mustang says, isn't Figaro also the name of Geppetto's cat? I don't know. It's been so long since I've seen the original Pinocchio. Oh wow, that earring helped a lot. Her damage is way high now. Cure everybody. Not sure says Growlancer is super fun and bad decisions have long-term consequences in the game. It doesn't even tell you it'll ruin your reputation until after presenting you the option to steal. Oh man. Oh, these Dobermans have a lot of health. Oh, that's not good. All right, Edgar, come on, do your thing. Take these guys out. This might not end well, guys. Come on, Edgar. Do the thing. Woo! Okay, he took him out. That was precarious there. Pretty sure that is Lydia's like 5th concussion now. I'm gonna move Edgar into the back row because he'll take less damage there, and crossbow should still do pretty well. And there's like lots of these guys. Okay, that worked. Rabies. Lydia says beauty sleep counter is 3. I'm pretty sure it's 5. Not sure says these guys are hitting unusually hard for this point in the game. Yeah, they are. So this is obviously a special section added to the game. And I don't know if it's something that I'm like supposed to come back to later, but I'm getting a lot of good stuff from it. So I'm gaining several levels and getting some good gear. That earring is going to be a game changer. Mustang says, I always get confused stealing in Final Fantasy games. I couldn't steal and failed to steal don't always mean the same thing. I killed a boss with armor I needed in 12 because I thought I couldn't steal. Yeah, it's a little tricky. This one I like because it tells you that they don't have any more items. It gets even trickier in some of the other Final Fantasy games because there's a couple of them, I think, where enemies can have more than one item that you can steal. In Final Fantasy VI, they can only carry one item at a time. And if it says couldn't steal, it means they do have an item. You just didn't get it that time. If it says doesn't have any items, then they don't have anything left. Mustang says right, they don't all do that, or they wait until you waste 4 turns trying to steal to tell you there's nothing left to steal. At least in 12 you can set up a gambit, yeah. God, there's a lot of these guys. Wonder... Oh, he looks scary. He's like a different color. Not sure says different music. If they took Dancing Mad out of the game, we riot. So far, they've only added music to like special locations, it seems. I don't think they have changed anything that's in the base game so far. But we'll see. But yes, I would be very mad if they changed Dancing Mad. Yeah, that was a waste of a turn because I wasn't paying attention. Why do I keep stealing on that guy? Doing skills magic here. Can't run away. Potions that time. All right, I'm gonna use... I don't usually use these this often, this early on, but I'm gonna go ahead and use an ether on Lydia. A mithril claw, which unfortunately nobody else can use, I don't think. All right, this should be the boss of the area, I think, by the look of him. I'm gonna move Lydia into the back row as well, since I'll probably be mostly using her weapon, or her magic. Dawn. Oh, it's a big bulldog. Ah, he hits like a truck. Ow. Yeah, this might be tough, guys. I don't know how much health this guy has, but he hits like a brick. He's got an item that I could steal. Okay, it's just a potion. I was hoping it would be something interesting. There goes Chipmunk again. There we go. Took him out. I think that monster was in charge of the others. Great, let's return to South Figaro. Oh, you've gotten rid of them? Thank you. Here's your reward as promised. Got 10 potions, 5 high potions, a phoenix down. That's cool. Out of my way, I gotta get this wine over to the old timer. Cause see, some of us have jobs. Now scram! Good news is we should be able to afford a couple more relics now. Beyond Mount Kolts lies the Saber Mountains. There's a lot of items that you can find around town. Here, kid. What kind of dummies would go and make the Empire mad? Big house at the north end of town belongs to the richest family here. My grandpa used to be a servant for the richest family in town. My work here is done. You're in my way. Move it. I don't like strangers. Bring me some wine and maybe I'll talk to you. That whole sequence comes in handy later on. High potion. weapon shop. Alright, so we can get a mithril sword for Terra. Lydia. Noise blaster and bio blaster, which we didn't pick up at the castle, but we do need to pick up. Large shields for Terra. Edgar. Plumed hats. And kung fu suits, which we don't have enough money for. So we do need to do some more grinding. I want to get a couple of kung fu suits, and I want to get extra relics for everybody. Head east and you'll see Mount Kolts. My lucky day, a jewel ring. Jewel ring makes you immune to stone. I wonder if it'll really come to war. Maybe I should return home now before it's too late. An elixir. Nice. Oh yeah, I forgot about this one. Like a secret passageway. I don't want to go that way yet, though. Not sure says, who's your favorite character in this game? I don't mean combat-wise, just the character. Mine is Gaw. I always really liked General Leo. He's one of my favorite characters in the game. I kind of always like Bannon a little bit too. Character-wise, as far as like characters that join your party, I really like Umaro. City's eastern border, invading from there would... Huh? Hey, what do you think you're doing? Barging in here when I'm trying to write a letter. Humph. Sorry, I may be the richest man in town, but even that doesn't keep me from being startled. He sounds like he's up to something nefarious, guys. There's always a nasty draft in this room. Oh, where is it coming from? I'm afraid I'll catch cold. Richest man in town is writing a letter to the Empire telling them to attack from the east. Surely that is not a terrible thing. There's enemies down here? What? Wow, okay. I'm down for it, but... normally there are not enemies down here. Stole an iron helmet. Nice. Auto crossbow. Mustang says I like Sabin just because of the train, or when he self-suplexes himself because of Kefka's confusion. Not sure said Sienna's up there well. His story all the way through is just so brutally sad. Yeah. His story is one that gets me every time. Hyper wrist. Oh, so they have multiple items that can be stolen, because we got a potion from her that time. That's interesting. A chain whip? Whip formed from an iron chain. Lydia can use it. Increases power. Actually decreases attack though. But higher speed and higher stamina. We'll go for it. I wonder if it can be used from the back row with full damage. Doesn't say. They get rid of the running shoes? I guess they did. There used to be, in one of those chests, there were running shoes that gave whoever equipped it the haste ability. I think I missed them. Commander. I guess I should probably heal Chipmunk. He's looking a little low. I like how they have what are sort of implied to be Imperial soldiers in the rich man's house underneath it, because that kind of ties in with the whole fact that he's betraying South Figaro. Just more proof that you can't trust billionaires. But you can steal from their basement and get lots and lots of money. Mustang says, especially ones that have prison cells in their basement, right? My dad's super important, so important people come here for dinner all the time, even General Lee. I mean, General Lee. Oh, I forgot what I was gonna say. Clang, 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 clang. I'm Magitech armor. Yeah, I like the script changes that they did here. They really play up the fact that it's implied in the original game that he is he's betraying the Empire, but like they really play it up. Trial Fan says, I would like the chance to prove myself trustworthy as a billionaire. Like, okay, yeah, feels. I could be down for that too. Dia says, stop trying to give me ideas. I don't need to go to juvie. We had this discussion earlier, child. If you're going to commit crime, now is the time to do it so that it's not on your permanent record. Grab a couple more antidotes. Definitely grab some more Phoenix Downs, because I think we're going to need a lot of them. Echo Herb. This town's defenses are tight. Even with their Magitech armor, the Imperials won't find it easy to get inside. Master Duncan's house. My husband Duncan is a martial artist. He's famous even in Figaro to the north. He took his students to Mount Kolts for some meditation and training, so he probably won't be back for a while. Another save point. Never pass up the opportunity to save your game. Alright, so we have a couple of open relic slots. Oh, no, I don't. I guess everybody has relics. I do want to grab another Kung Fu suit, I think. Because we will be receiving another character fairly soon. So we're going to do a couple of fights and get a little bit of gold, and then we will head in that direction. Crowd's like, keep my name out your mouth. It's a goblin! That sprite looks awfully familiar if you have played Final Fantasy IV. Just another potion. Mustang says, I love the overly buff walk they do straight up and down in this game. It reminds me of how Kenshiro slow walks in Fist of the North Star. Yeah, the walking animation in this game is a little odd. Make it to the house? Yes. Made it to the house. That's different music. Trow fan says, no, Trow was like Wobble, we do not encourage questionable behavior. That takes all the fun out of everything that I get to do. Got an antidote. Mustang says, I think it's just the proportions of the sprites that make it look like that, but also 80s anime is awesome too. 80s anime is awesome. I have never actually seen Fists of the North Star though. I should probably watch it at some point. A Belmodar. Now in the base game, you could steal a claw from these guys. Yeah, Mithril Claw. And it was an upgrade over the base claws that that Sabin comes with. Fan says, in that case, Lydia, do not do as Wobble says unless you run it by your mom first. Have you met her mom? You've seen her in this chat. She would probably encourage it too. Leah says Trial's the best role model here, and Chip, but Chip isn't here right now. I'm a good role model. I was trying to teach you wonderful life skills. Alright, that should be enough for us to get another Kung Fu suit. All right, let's head into the mountain. I like the added enemy variety that they've added to this game. Nice addition. Mustang says the movie is fun, the anime is better, but is a decent time commitment. I'm also not sure if the flashing is safe or not. Yeah, that is something I have to be a little bit careful about when it comes to those sort of things. Lydia said, you tried to teach me to mug someone for ketchup packets. I did try to teach you to mug someone for ketchup packets. And in a wonderful test of your character, you chose not to. I will say, however, that when I suggested that, you counter-proposed stealing an entire bottle of ketchup from the grocery store. So people say I'm contributing to the delinquents of a minor, but I think the minor is already pretty delinquent as it is. Out. Oh, guys are weird looking. Enemy has no items. Okay, so there's nothing to steal from them. Mustang says if you're gonna steal, think big. Yeah. It does seem like they maybe increase the success rate of steal. I remember being really frustrated in the Super Nintendo version where you would just like try to steal over and over and over again and it wouldn't happen. Petrifying beak. Ooh, ouch. So yeah, in this game, you don't have multiple chances. In Final Fantasy IV, whenever they started using Petrify on you, you had multiple chances before the character was actually petrified. In Final Fantasy VI, they don't do that. They just straight up hit you once with it, and then you are turned to stone. There used to be some like martial artist guys in here that had good drops, but I think they may have replaced them. Got some more potions. There's a shadow running around. Lydia calling me out for my chat rules. Lydia says, Wobble, your thing is talking about keeping it clean, but you're over here talking about crime. You know, do as I say, not as I do. I'll have to ban myself from the channel, and then you guys will be really bored on Thursday nights. I am joking. Is this the room that has a... Oh, I guess not. Got a tent. Somewhere in here there's a save point. Alright, Chipmunk used potion. It's nice. These guys have high potions. Even better. time. That earring relic that we picked up on that quest is really helpful because it makes Lydia's spells really powerful right now. Normally her cure spell is not all that great, but she's healing 100 or so to everybody. I think they also kind of tweaked her stats in this Romhack to make her a little bit more magic focused. I mean, she kind of already is in the base game, but I think they just kind of ramped it up. So far, I'm liking the Romhack. I wasn't quite sure of it at the very beginning because there wasn't a lot of changes in the first dungeon or so, but so far I'm enjoying it. I like the new changes that they've made. I want to say the slug-looking guys are from one of the Final Fantasy games too, maybe from Final Fantasy V. Mustang says, I always got in a loop where I don't want to use her mana for anything but heals to conserve MP, but I think it's more mana efficient to use her MP to do damage. Yeah, kind of. It can be. The other thing is there's a big difference in this one between doing damage to all creatures and doing focusing the spell on just one. Although not as much as in Final Fantasy IV. Final Fantasy IV seemed to have a really big divider for that. There's the save point. We will use a tent. One of the neat things about this game is every character has their own sprite for the tent. And that was in the base game too. That was kind of a neat little thing that they all have their own unique sprite. I don't know why it keeps trying to steal from the slugs. They don't have anything. Mustang says, I was trying to remember if Edgar's crossbow does that in the vanilla game or not either. I want to say that the crossbow... Well, the crossbow always hits everyone in the base game. There is no way to single target it. I don't know if the damage is divided based on the number of enemies. I think maybe it is. Oh, I meant to buy the Noise Blaster and Bio Blaster before I left South Figaro. That's okay though. I usually grab them because the Bio Blaster is somewhat useful in this next fight. Mustang says, yeah, I like in RPGs when they do stuff like that. Let you use other characters and actually animate everything. Interestingly enough, this whole sequence is actually a little bit more annoying in the base game because there are these monsters called trilliums that can poison you, and they're obnoxious because they have a really high rate of poisoning you, and you burn through antidotes really, really quick. So I will definitely take the rare chance of the cockatrices turning me to stone. Mustang says, it's been probably 10 years since I played 6, so I can't tell what all the differences are immediately. So far, the biggest difference that I'm noticing so far is they have changed up the monsters that you find in each area. There are more monsters than you would normally find, and like different packs that are arranged. And then some of the monsters that are normally in an area have been removed because there are like 2 types of monsters that are normally in this section. There's a martial artist who is usually really nice to fight because you can steal a bandana from them, which is a good helmet for Locke. And then, like I said, there's the Trillium monsters that can poison you, and they're a pain in the butt. They've also changed up the boss AI a little bit, so I'm really interested to see when we get down here. Because there were a couple of different things for the Whelk that we fought earlier. Let us run. Yeah, fight him. Ouch. There goes Chipmunk. Down again. I'm definitely using a lot more Phoenix Downs than I normally do. Enemies deal a lot more damage than they used to. Because I usually get through most of Mount Kolts without anybody dying, so. Claptrap sent you, didn't he? Who are you? Claptrap, is he here? You were the one sneaking around the whole way up, weren't you? And if I was... well, it doesn't really matter who you are. I've got no plans to surrender. Woe is the day you met me. It'll be the last day of your lives. Vargas. Oh, he has new buddies. These are not the buddies he normally has. So you can't actually hurt Vargas until you take out his allies, which was kind of the way it was in the original game as well. Mustang says early status effects can suck in JRPGs. I know some in the Persona games will absolutely bury you in them if you don't understand how to counter them. Yeah. Persona relies heavily on status effects and elemental resistances. Mustang says, I think it was Shin Megami Tensei 4 that buffs and debuffs stack, and the first boss will debuff you to death. I haven't played that one, but I believe it. If Vargas has anything. Enemy has no items. Why did I just steal? I don't know why I did that. Enough of this! I'll send you all to the great beyond! That's enough, Vargas. Ah, if it isn't Claptrap. Why, Vargas? Why did you kill Master Duncan? How could you kill your own father? The fool snubbed me, his only son. He chose you, some random stray he found, as his successor. That's not true. Our master. You know it's true. It's written in that ugly sneer across your face. He wanted you to be his successor, not me. He knew you had the most potential. I'm sick of listening to your lies. I've got far more than just potential. Why don't you see for yourself? Blizzard Fist! Ah, Claptrap. My father was right to see so much in you. I guess there's no avoiding this. Fate made us train together, and now fate will send you to your doom. Final Fist! Now, get ready to join your beloved master. See if I can remember how to do the blitzes. First Fist. Ah, you already learned that technique? Vargas, if only you hadn't been so consumed by pride. Got 400 gold. Claptrap. Brother? Brother? You're his twin brother? His brother? At first I thought you were another one of Vargas's Gorgies. Thought I was a Gorg. I guess I'll take that as a compliment. Pretty sure she says bear in the original translation. Anyway, Edgar, what are you doing here? We're on our way to the Saber Mountains. The returner hideout, no doubt. So the wheels are finally turning. I've been watching from a distance, hoping the world would come to its senses. The way things were going, I was afraid Figaro would end up as a puppet state. A means of striking back has presented itself. There'll be no more playing lapdog to the Empire. I'm through with that act. Think a Gorgias like me could be of any help? You join us, Claptrap? I think Duncan would rest easier knowing his training helped bring peace to the world. Well then, let's get going. Oh, he can't, that's right, he can't dual wield without the Genji glove. I thought that he could. Do you have any extra relics? We do not. I should have grabbed some. Mustang says, yeah, the elemental weaknesses can be annoying in Persona because you can't just swap your party around like you can in Shin Megami Tensei to avoid weaknesses. Persona 5, I've been stunned for 3 turns and KO'd twice. Yeah, definitely. Okay, we're gonna defend because these guys look like the ones that you can steal the bandana from, and if they are, I want to try to get one. They're very difficult to steal from, though. Like 5 rounds in a row that we haven't stolen. I want to be really annoyed if these guys just turn out to have like a potion or something. Mustang says the secret to Claptrap's training is suplexing trains. We will definitely do the suplex when we get to that boss fight. We absolutely have to. It's a rite of passage. You can't play this game without suplexing the train. Dang it. Still headgear. Okay. Is that how you do the suplex? Nope. Lydia, Chipmunk, and Claptrap can all use this. I'd actually try to get a couple more of them. I know that one was right. Did they, I wonder if they changed... Oh, you might have to get to a certain level to unlock them. Now that I think about it. I think you have to unlock the blitzes at a certain level. All right, and we have made it out of Mount Colt, and we picked up our new party member, Claptrap. All right, guys, that is as far as we are going to get tonight. When we pick back up next Thursday, we will head into the Returner hideout and advance the story from there. Thank you so much to everybody for hanging out with me, to Mustang and Not Sure, to Trial Fan and Lydia, Heathen and Dancer and everybody else. Big thank you to Heathen and to Dancer for your Ko-fi donations tonight. Tomorrow is our Jaws 50th anniversary special. We will be playing Shark Jaws for the Atari 2600, which is actually a fan-made game. There was originally an arcade box called Shark Jaws, and I could not find a working emulation of it, but there's a fan-made remake of the game for the Atari 2600, and I did get that one working. So we'll be playing that. We'll be playing Jaws for the NES, and we will be playing Jaws Unleashed for the PlayStation 2. We're also going to have some really cool things, like some trivia questions that Lydia wrote for us. We will have some shark jokes and a whole bunch of other neat stuff. So that is starting tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern. Let's see. Last check on chat. Heathen says thanks for the stream. Dancer says Jaws and is very excited for it. So I will see you guys tomorrow night. Don't be late, 7 o'clock Eastern time.